saw the aging Cape Cod immediately. Gables and blue shutters accented the white siding. A row of overgrown hedges bordered the driveway, giving a measure of privacy from the almost identical Cape Cod next door. The setup was cute, simple. But that was the way everybody in Newland lived, simply. They had nice, quiet lives. Not like the hustle and bustle of work and entertainment, cocktail parties and picnics, jet skis and fundraisers he and his family lived with on the Gulf Coast. He roared into the driveway and cut the engine. After tucking his helmet under his arm, he rummaged in his shirt pocket for his sunglasses. He slid them on, walked to the old-fashioned wooden garage door, and yanked it open with a grunt. No lock or automatic garage door for his grandmother. Newland was safe as well as quiet. Another thing very different from where he currently lived. The safety of a small town. Knowing your neighbors. Liking your neighbors. He missed that. The stale scent of a closed-up garage wafted out to him, and he waved it away as he strode back to his bike. "Hey, Mither." He stopped, glanced around. Not seeing anybody, he headed to his bike again. "Hey, Mither." This time the voice was louder. When he stopped, he followed the sound of the little boy lisp and found himself looking into the big brown eyes of a kid who couldn't have been more than 4 years old. Standing in a small gap in the hedges, he grinned up at Wyatt. "Hi."
"Hey, kid."
"Is that your bike?"
"Yeah."
Wyatt took the 2 steps over to the little boy and pulled back the hedge so he could see him. His light brown hair was cut short and spiked out in a few directions. Smudges of dirt stained his t-shirt. His pants hung on skinny hips. He craned his head back and blinked up at Wyatt. "Can I have a wide?"
"A wide?"
He pointed at the bike.
"A wide. Oh, you mean ride."
He looked at his motorcycle. He'd never taken a kid on his bike. Hell, he was barely ever around kids, except the children of his staff when they had company outings. "Owen!" The lyrical voice floated over to Wyatt, and his breath stalled. Missy Johnson. Prettiest girl in his high school. Granddaughter of his Graham's next-door neighbor. The girl he'd coached through remedial algebra just for the chance to sit close to her. "Owen! Honey, where are you?" Soft and melodious, her sweet voice went through Wyatt like the first breeze of spring. He glanced down at the kid. "I take it you're Owen." The little boy grinned up at him. The head shuffled a bit, and suddenly there she stood, her long yellow hair caught in a ponytail. In the past 15 years, he'd changed everything about himself, while she looked to have been frozen in time. Her blue-gray eyes sparkled beneath thick black lashes. Her full lips bowed upward as naturally as breathing. Her peaches and cream complexion glowed like a teenager's, even though she was 33. A blue t-shirt and jeans shorts accented her small waist and round hips. The legs below her shorts were as perfect as they'd been when she was cheering for the Newland High football team. Memories made his blood rush hot through his veins. They'd gotten to know each other because their grandmothers were next-door neighbors. And though she was prom queen, homecoming queen, snowball queen, and head cheerleader, and he was the king of the geeks, he'd wanted to kiss her from the time he was 12. Man, he'd had a crush on her. She gave him a dubious look. "Can I help you?" She didn't know who he was. He grinned.